So, even when I was young, I was way into fashion. My mom we used to pick out patterns, and then I'd tell her what I wanted and she'd do it for me, So fashion's always been everything. Okay, so let's see, I'm standing up, right? And I don't have anything except my own regular body, right? So I have some issues here. Look at that. See how they pop out there? And maybe a little here too. So the best way to hide it, and one that I really enjoy, is to use and utilize belts. Belts are our saviors. Now, so I just thought I'd share that with you. Some of my tips on, how to have a body that isn't just like mine. Mine is just like a stick straight kind of bad thing with some skin popping out all over. See what I'm saying? So now I've got on a belt. Now, don't you think that helps a little, right? So I'm going to now show you all my belts. I have a lot of belts to share. Okay, here we go. It's an old cowboy belt. We got them on some sort of a trip with mom and dad. I thought it was really cute. This one, look, I wore this a lot with jeans when I was able to wear jeans and not worry about some of the issues that we were talking about before. So as you can see, they're all kind of small. This is a little bit wider. I use this a lot, and in fact, look what happened. I lost the circle. Now we're entering into a realm of wide belts that do the best thing possible for a body like mine. I got this from my friend Sarah Paulson's friend, Holland Taylor. That is gorgeous, but that's brand new, and I haven't put it on just yet. And then, I was wearing wide belts, because wide belts, like what I was saying to you before, gave more shape to my body. I could actually try one of these on to show you. I'll put it aside for a minute, and I'll try this one. Now, this is the problem with this one, is that I don't think I can even wear it anymore because I've expanded, and I talked to you in the beginning about that expansion. It's not attractive. So, see, I'm barely able to get this, but it gives you a different lineup. It goes up right under your breasts, right? And then it swings. It swings in, and I think it's pretty good for certain outfits, not for something like what I'm wearing right now, which is no help at all. Now we're in the wide world all over the place, and so many of these belts were designed by Susan Becker. And these belts, let me tell you the difference. Like these are straight belts, but these belts, all of these belts have curves, and those curves are much better. I'll pick one and I'll put it on. And here, see this one, it's kind of a bad creamy color, but you never know when you can use those creamy colors with some of the clothes you have. So look, see, I can wear this. I can actually wear this, and it's working really good. You see what I'm saying? Right? So look, don't you think that gives me a better looking body? Now, it depends on whether you want to wear a lot of coats all the time. And most people don't, but I love a coat. Because if I take the coat off, like I just did, it's not as pretty. Watch, look what it does to my body when I don't have my coat on. You see what I mean? But, for some women, that could be good if you're wearing a full skirt. You have to see this, the rim. Oh my God. Anyway, this is the world of belts that I think has been neglected. It's been neglected for a long time. I think it's time for all of us to take another look at what the belt can do for our bodies in certain situations, in certain kinds of clothes. Okay, so today we're going to focus on hats. I mean, obviously we're in lockdown, and we're not going to our hairstylist to get our hair done, so therefore, look, this is pathetic. It's pathetic, and I want it erased. So what I thought I would do is focus on how the hat can help us out in these times of trouble. Okay? I hope you're okay with that, and here we go. Let's deal with it now. Well, here are a few of my hats. As you can see, I have a problem. I'm addicted. But anyway, let's start with this hat, just in case you feel like your hair is hideous. Well, you know what you can do? You can do this, and that's going to cover a lot of problems with your hair. So I think that's pretty good. But now, obviously, for some of you, it's going to be too wide. So let's try this. This is your classic old hat, just an old brown hat. Plus, all these different colors. I mean, go with other outfits, and that's really adorable. I'm going to forego that one and come right to, again, a very wide brim black hat. Now, see this? Now, aren't I, how about that? Let's say I'm in a suit, and I have a shapely figure, and now I've got this hat that highlights the hideous face, okay? So that's pretty good. And then this, okay, now Now we're really walking on the wild side. Most of you may not like this hat, but still, check it out. What do you think? Too much? I think it's pretty astonishing. I think nobody would invite me to go anywhere. Still, I go. And you know what? They're going to have to live with it. Then you got your little classic bowler. They're harmless. No problem with a bowler. You know what I'm saying? Is that pretty good? How do you like that? All right, enough of that. So this is very airy and breezy and summer-esque, even though we're stuck here in our homes. But sometimes when your husband comes in, you might want to surprise him with a hat. Maybe he likes you like that. You could kiss a little and maybe take it a little further. Hats are worth it. I'm telling you, I don't think they get enough attention. Now this hat, again, is a smaller hat, but it's also kind of charming, you know, for a walk. And although I guess we really can't walk anywhere. We can get in our car and put a hat on, I guess, and we'll be safe. I don't know. I just think these are just fabulous. This is an actual, real, live, custom. Oh dear, it's a little too low for me, right? I don't think it works, right? Even if I put the glasses on, I don't think this works for me. But look, that's just one way to go. Here we go, and finally, we're gonna end with this kind of color scheme, which really goes well with muted colors, always with black. Everything really in a hat goes good with black, in my opinion. Check that out. What do you think? You think it's a little not quite right? But this is an old standard. I've worn this so many times. Look how much I've worn it. I need to get it cleaned. You know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, how about that? Are you getting bored with the hats? I hope not, because you know, really, they're gonna change your life. You need to spend more money on hats, because now at this time of such sadness and worry, a friendly hat and a friendly face makes the day. God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and even guide her through the night with the light in the mountains, to the prairies, to the ocean, white with snow. Oh God, bless America, my home and Reggie's home alone.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Thanks for keeping me around with us. We love you so much. Now we have heartbreaking news today as Diane Keaton, the legendary actress known for her Oscar-winning role in Annie Hall and iconic performances in The Godfather and The First Wives Club, died at the age of 79. Keaton's death was confirmed by Dori Rath, a producer who worked with her. No other information about the cause of death was immediately available. The Los Angeles Fire Department said it responded to a medical call to Keaton's Brentwood home at 8 a.m. local time on Saturday and took a patient to the hospital. Keaton rose to fame in the 1970s with her role as Kay Adams in the Godfather films and her acclaimed collaborations with director Woody Allen, including Play It Again, Sam Sleeper, and Annie Hall, the latter of which earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress in 1978. Born Diane Hall in Los Angeles in 1946, Keaton was the oldest of 4 children. She studied acting at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York before making her Broadway debut in Hair. Beyond acting, Keaton was a director, producer, photographer, and best-selling author.